Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grizzly Today, brought to you by Jet's Pizza on Sugarloaf Parkway. And it's my new weekly guest here on the postgame, Mr. Bryce Lesher. Bryce, how are we doing, bud?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Grizzlies put an onslaught of runs in this contest, midweek action versus Clark, Atlanta. For you guys, I know this game was added to the schedule recently. How far in advance do you guys think? Like, does it matter that you had to all of a sudden had to play a game on Wednesday? Like, how far in advance are you guys thinking about the schedule or who you're playing?
Right. We just try and get that body back under us, especially after a long weekend of long play. Get the body back under you and get ready to go as soon as possible, whether that's on Tuesday weekday or Wednesday pop-up game.
And so Wednesday pop-up game here, and the Grizzlies did far from that. They struck the ball really well today with a 9 spot in the very first inning. For you guys, what's your approach at the plate today? Maybe you didn't see as much velocity or much breaking balls as you used to, but there was a strategic plan today, a plan of attack. What was it at the plate 1 through 9?
We're just staying in our approach, every man for themselves, just green shots all around the field, not getting too big, trying to do too much, and just simplify wins.
Well, if you didn't get too big and you didn't do too much, explain your performance today.
I just went out there, saw the ball well, and hit it hard.
Well, we'll let the highlights kind of keep rolling here a little bit. But take me back a little bit. Hunter Polley gets a start on the mound here today, and then a number of arms that maybe we haven't seen a whole lot of this year. What does it do for the confidence of that pitching staff when they throw a combined 1-hit performance today?
Oh, that's awesome, especially for our guys coming out the pen, getting their opportunities, getting our dugout juiced up. Just gets loud when you hear them go out.
Yeah, just 3 base runners in total on the day for Clark Atlanta. Dominant performance by our pitching staff. But that is taking a backseat to the man that's sitting to my right. Bryce, let me just start here. When you were going into your 4th at-bat of the day, and you already had the 3-run homer, big shot to right field. And by the way, kudos to not a moonshot. That was a bullet. That was a line drive to get out of here in a hurry. Did the cycle cross your mind? Like, did you think, well, I've got the single, I've got the double, no, I've got the hard one and a home run. When did it kind of maybe come into your brain a little bit?
It might have crossed over my brain when I was on deck getting ready to lead off the inning, but didn't let it stay for long. Just got back to seeing the ball well.
And then it lands in the outfield in a tremendous effort by the center fielder. Then what goes through your mind when you see that ball roll into the wall?
Oh, get going, get on 3.
And so you get on 3 for the cycle. That's what we're getting at here. Bryce hits for the cycle. It's just the second time in program history that it's ever happened. Shout out to Jean-Paul Rodriguez. Did it all the way back in 2017. Bryce, when I say you've hit for the cycle for the second time in program history, and oh, by the way, you've tied the school record for most hits in a ball game with 5 and most RBIs with 8. Oh. When I say something like your name is going up to next Jean-Paul Rodriguez and Livingston Morris and Josh Merrigan and Cam Corsi, what's that mean to you?
That's an honor. You just see those guys walk around. You see them. We see Livy out here coming to hit with us, and the balls he hits, just wow. So being compared to those guys is awesome.
And so an awesome day indeed for Georgia Gwinnett. They win by a final score of 27-0. Now a 10-game winning streak for the Grizzlies. It is not an accident. You see Bryce and these Grizzlies in black uniforms each and every single day. They're not going to mess with it. They got the winning streak going, and you're not going to let anything derail it, especially something like a color of a uniform. But Bryce, appreciate you being up here, my man.
Yes, sir.
Did you forget any shout-outs last time?
Let me get shout-outs to my catchers, Matt Lee Cohen. Love you guys. My first base group and family, friends back home. Love you guys. Miss you all.
Bryce, I look forward to seeing you next week on the Grizzly Digital Network. Okay, Grizzly Day. We're just going to make this a weekly occurrence. Is that okay with you?
That works with me.
Put it in your calendar. He's going to hit for the cycle every single week for Georgia Gwinnett here. That'll do it for us here in Lawrenceville, Georgia.